find everybody here. Why this is not working right, I don't know. Okay. Hey, Virginia. How's it going? What's new in Boston? Sorry about that. My camera was acting up. Webcam. So there are times you want to take it and go, give it to me. It's gotten very overly sensitive, so I'm looking at sometime, couple of months, go get a new webcam that's better. Better setup. I've been kind of babying this one along, but it's getting old. I had it like for 4 years now, 3-4 years now. So anyway, it's Wednesday and April 19th, and of course you can see in my title, Hump Day and Other Problems for Trump and Fox News, and we will touch upon that. Right now it's raining lightly. I'm sorry. Raining lightly. Oh, good. Got them repainted and everything. Yeah, good. I'm glad you got them done. I need pics. I like to see pics of them if you can. Anyway, for today's news, tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. Central, which would be be 8 o'clock Eastern time. Anyway, Starship 24 will be launching from Boca Chica, Texas, Starbase complex. This is her, what they call integrated flight test on it. Just test everything out on the ship, and then when it's done with this test and everything, we gather information and tweak things need tweaking, change things that need changing, that type of thing. That's how it's always done. Like all the previous rocket test launches that happened in the last 50 years or so. There's been a lot of testing done, and a lot more testing done now because things have been more advanced. So when you get a chance, try to catch it at be on YouTube, SpaceX.com through their website, or go to the launch pad, and does a wonderful job of broadcasting it and keeping us informed of what's happening and everything. And they do patch through to SpaceX, and they explain what's going on and if any changes to the ship. Originally the ship was supposed to launch on Monday, but they found out there was a line pressurization issue with it, fuel line issue with it. So they had to scrub it and then take a few days to check everything and make sure everything's working properly. What happened was it kept freezing, and it wasn't supposed to freeze. It was supposed to keep its constant temperature and everything, but somehow it got frozen. So they're making changes to that. So anyway, that'll be interesting. Space exploration goes on. And feel free to share my video too. As for my other thing, of course, as of yesterday, Dominion and Fox News settled out of court. Apparently, Fox was afraid of all their dirty laundry being aired in court. I think they're being chicken, but Fox. Um, and so they settled out $750 million, which is 787,000 or 787,500,000 that Fox has to pay Dominion. Well, this is not really over yet for Fox News. Many of the individuals, entities, and news anchors in Fox News will be sued by Dominion as well. So it goes on. It goes on. And then Roger Ailes himself may be facing a lawsuit, himself individually. It would have been better for Fox if they kept with the facts and the truth, and they wouldn't be in this issue. Dominion handles most of the voting machines. Not all states are mail-in ballot due to terrain and regional issues and everything else. A lot of them are do it by voting machines, and they're computerized voting machines, what they are. It's a lot more advanced now, from what I understand. And that's how they make their money in voting machines. Dominion also helps with voting in other countries too, for their elections. So not all countries have their own resources to do that. So they ask Dominion to say, hey, can you provide us the voting machines so we could do our elections and do it that way? Oh, sure, we'll just do that. And so they got a good setup. And Dominion's been very, very profitable on that. And their standards are pretty high. So anyway, I hope Fox has learned his lesson. Now, I wish the judge would force the issue telling Fox, you have to publicly apologize. You have to publicly admit that you've done this and did maliciously. And of course, somehow Fox was allowed to slide by that. And people are not happy with it. People are not happy about the settlement either. They would have loved to see the trial go through and see Fox being humiliated, being totally embarrassed in the courtroom for what they did. So this goes on. Now, another thing too, from I understand from Midas Touch, hi Ben, hi guys. Trump, the Georgia County, Fulton County in Georgia, their grand jury has finished their report, and they're turned the report over to the state's grand jury, and then they will recommend indicting, not possibly, they probably will recommend, because Trump broke state law, and also on the federal level, because federal and state kind of meshed together during elections, okay? Yeah, that's a joke on Fox, Virginia. Yeah. Fox is not being honest to themselves, and they're lying to themselves, which really hurts them further. That's why I don't watch Fox News. I never have. I listened to them once, and it's like, you guys are not doing your homework. Entertainment, that's a laugh. News is not entertainment. News is giving out information, keep people abreast of all what's going on around their local, state, and federal level, all the news happening that's occurring. And they're not entertainment. The only entertainment I see, understand, is movies, that they sponsor movies, um, television series, that type of thing, but not news. News is not entertainment. Shouldn't be. Anyway, with Trump, he'll be facing indictment soon from Georgia, which is possibly early next month, in May, and he'll be indicted. And also, I understand the grand jury in D.C. will be recommending indictment there too. So if Trump is tried and convicted on all 34 counts in New York, he will be spending about 134 years in prison. Of course, that's life in prison, because a lot of those charges are felony charges. Well, they go Class C felony. Too bad it's not Class A. But Class C felony, and he's going to be in jail for a long time. I noticed he's been staying a lot quieter lately, so I kind of wonder if his aides around him or whatever took his cell phone away from him or something. But for a guy like that threatening public officials and everything else, he should be held accountable for that too. Yeah, karma. I believe in karma, by the way. So I hope after all this is said and done this year, we will never see him again. And also, I think it should be strongly suggested by the DOJ that Trump should not be allowed to run for president ever, because if he will be convicted, then he's got a felony record and should not be allowed to run ever. And Jim Jordan's now in trouble too, because he's attacking state level from federal to state level, and it's the Congress stays out of states' issues. They have no place in it, and it says so right there in the Constitution, and Jordan needs to reread the Constitution, reread the procedures and everything else, and he should be told to shut up. Another thing too, DeSantis is trying to control Disney. Well, Disney is the world's largest employer in Florida, okay? Also, California leaves Disney alone, because Disney has a similar setup in California as far as their tax thing goes. But prior to this new panel that DeSantis had placed, the old panel signed a document stating that this is all authorized, it can't be changed, that type of thing. And DeSantis found out he couldn't do it. He was told he can't do it. He's not supposed to do it, violating constitutional law, because it was put in the state's constitution. It was amended. And then he was trying to, he was thinking of doing toll roads and everything into the parks, and putting a prison next door to the Disneyland or Disney World and everything else, and go, that's not going to work. And and he keeps on threatening to do things. And since he's wanting to run it for president, that's not a thing to do. You're supposed to embrace industry, supposed to encourage good business and good jobs. And I understand Disney pays pretty well. Yeah, DeSantis is pretty much the devil. He's pretty much an idiot. He's trying to be like Trump and trying to capture Trump's, well, what I call aura or era that worked for Trump. Well, no. And a lot of people don't like DeSantis. I don't. And I wish the people of Florida would just give the guy the boot and now allow him to run again. I know he just got reelected from last fall, but per state law, he cannot run for president until he completes his term as governor. They put it in there for a reason, and so he has to wait until the term is over. Well, by the time 2024 comes around, I don't see. When is... Now, Virginia, you used to live in Florida, right? For their governor down there, is it every 4 years, same as the president? Or is it 2 terms? Here in Washington State, the governor could serve an X number of terms, much as he wants. If he wants to, if the people like him there, they'll keep him there. He's doing a good job. Governor Inslee, I don't know if he's going to run again for the governorship again next year or not. I haven't heard. So, he's done a good job. And of course, the last time we ever had a Republican governor, oh gosh. Yeah, I think so too. Or buy the land and turn it into a housing development that is next door to Disneyland, like for its employees or other families, or helping people to get off the street, you know. People are not very happy with DeSantis doing this to Disney. They're just like, you're hurting everybody. You need to stop doing this. And he needs to be told to his face to stop. And, you know what? I think Disney should turn around and sue the guy. You know? Saying, hey, knock it off. You got other priorities to worry about. You got to worry about the flooding issue in Fort Lauderdale. He's not paying to the natural disaster or other issues that are going on. He's just glomming on to Disney. Why? I don't know. And also, the Republican Party is backing off from Anheuser-Busch on their Bud Light beer because they found out their Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch is the biggest donor to the Republican Party. And if they keep burning at Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, they could lose the donorship. They'd be in deep doo-doo because they wouldn't have the money to do anything. So, anyway, okay, it's almost time for me to get off. Anyway, I hope all is well. I don't know if Nancy's having issues or not with her internet. They've been having a lot of storms in the Midwest. they had last night in Nebraska and Kansas area, they had some severe thunderstorms, and they were pretty close to having a tornado outbreak. So I thought we were going to have a thunderstorm today, or not today, but yesterday, when it was getting dark and getting mean. So, okay. All right, well, I will see you on Friday. Let me double check my calendar on Friday. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday at 1. And I hope all is well. Be sure to insist, persist, and push back. And, oh, dang it. Sorry. Stupid thing. Oh, I know why it's running hot. Okay, now that you can't see me, be sure to insist, persist, and push back. And, yeah, I love you too. And I'll talk to you guys later, okay? And I will post this video on YouTube. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.